Hi everyone, it's Steph from Deb's RV Services and welcome to today's video. Today's inspection is of a 2008 Wildcat fifth wheel. This was for a young woman that wanted to get into something that was a little bit older within her price range. So she contacted me to go out and do just a checklist inspection. She wanted me to just kind of make sure that things were working on this unit and the life safety items were within spec. And so I was just going out there to do just kind of a run through of everything. It wasn't one of my full inspections with a report. So when I went out there, I captured some footage of some of the things that I found, and I'm really glad that she didn't purchase this because it would have been just a money pit for her. There was lots of delamination and separation. There were areas of wood rot in there, and just overall didn't have a good clean look like it had been cared for. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you at the end. This is the 2008 Wildcat fifth wheel, and you can see it's got an awning. It has a couple slides on it. It is older, so it shows some signs of wear. And I was trying to capture the whole thing, but I couldn't even access the back because, as you can see right here, there was a fence in the way. Right away, you notice the delamination along the front cap. Look at that. There is separation. This is also similar to what you would find if there was frame flex. This is something that's being talked about a lot in the industry, but it shows all the separation here. So right away, I'm thinking, oh gosh, I do not think she is going to want to purchase this RV. I also noticed that looks like there's been an accident right there at the front cargo door. There is missing sealant around the gas line at the water heater. I'm showing you at the back of the refrigerator that the drain cap needs to be replaced. It is cracked. Here I am showing you the slide out, and what I see is signs of rot. And sure enough, you could see the rust, where it looks like there had been water intrusion. When I looked at the slide underneath, I was trying to show with my camera so you could see it did look like it swooped down. And then when I pressed on it, it was all soft underneath. So that whole area was rotted out. I could also see there was a little hole where I could tell water. I'm pointing at it right now, where that's where water could have gotten in, among other places. And then you can see as I'm pressing here, it just flexes right up. So you know that that's all rotted underneath. When I went on the inside over to that slide, it was in the bedroom, and you could see the water stains. Look at that. I went on the other side of the bed, and it had the same stains. So both sides of that slide had water damage, and that hole underneath would need to be replaced. I take a look at the roof from the inside too. Those seals looked worn. And then when I was looking over with my flashlight, and I happened to notice that there was a pair of headphones that were just sitting there on top of the slide out. You never know what you're going to find with an inspection. I was looking at one of the cargo areas, and as I moved my camera over, I noticed that it looked like there had been some wood that was wet and dried, so that was rotted out. So more evidence of water damage. I looked at the underbelly, and that was a mess too. I mean, it was just kind of falling down. It wasn't staying up. It just, there were stains on it. There were tears in it. There were just, like I said, there was a lot with this fifth wheel that I found what it was telling me is it was a money pit. There were just too many things. Now take a look at this fine work of art in applying sealant. Yeah, it's really just kind of gooped on there. Some areas didn't have sealant at all. Some had heavy loads of it. But either way, it wasn't really passing my inspection. This needed a lot of work. Here is a quick look at the interior of the fifth wheel. It didn't look bad when you looked at it, just at its surface. But once you start the inspection, that's when you find all the things. That's why it's so important to get one. I noticed that the seals around the kitchen sink needed to be redone. So I opened the drawer underneath the stove and I found dirt and mouse feces. And they had just left this drawer with all the stuff in it. They didn't even clear it out. They were leaving it as a gift. The propane detector was out of date. It needed to be replaced. It was a 2010 and there was no fire extinguisher at all. I'm looking around the shower area and I noticed there was extra sealant placed there as if there had been some kind of leak before. And then I'm just looking and I noticed water stains in areas, you know, and it's kind of like that where it turns like that orangey color, like when water sits. And then I also noticed that there was more rot. It was around the bathroom sink area. You could see that wood right there where it's rotted. So what did you think of that 2008 fifth wheel? It was a mess. And my client was so happy that she got the inspection. It's one of those cases where it's like she just wanted to get something that was older. So you definitely need to get the inspection when it comes to that. She couldn't afford to get the premier inspection, which is why I offer a checklist inspection. I offer that for people that want a little bit of a lower price point, but they just want somebody to go out there and do the checks, like the roof check, and make sure there hasn't been delamination, make sure that there hasn't been water damage or there's no rot on it. So I can go out there and I can be the eyes for them and I can use my experience and expertise and find out if this is a suitable RV for them. So because of the inspection, she did not purchase this. I would have not purchased this, and I don't know a lot of people that would unless they wanted a project. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for joining me, and please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.